Hi everyone! In the previous video, I showed how to work with triggers when you want a component of your course to appear after an activity is completed, and I did it on the example of a name-grabbing variable. In this video, I'll show another kind of trigger that lets you adjust the content of your course according to your learner's choice, like in the example I'm showing. First, let's add a select component. Go to its settings and add a title and body text. Then go to Select to edit a placeholder and an inline feedback message. Note that I want to give my learners freedom to change their response. This toggle is important, whether you turn it on or off. I'll come to it a bit later. Now let's add select options. We need to assign value for each option. Depending on the activity you are building, it can be as simple as I do, just numbering them, or it can be points that a learner collects throughout the course and gets their result in the end. I'll quickly create more options. Now go to Behavior and create a variable. Let's see how our select component looks. Next, we want to create feedback message for each of the options. I'll create it in the form of a graphic. I add a block and name it to make it easier to find it later. Add a graphic component, go to its settings, graphic, add a graphic. I've done the same for the remaining two feedback options. Now we want to hide them to make them appear only when the corresponding option is selected. Go to Logic, add the trigger variable changes. Value equals 1. That's our first select option. When it's selected, we want feedback 1 appear. Let's also create trigger 2 and 3. Now that's important. If you don't let your learner change their answer, you can leave your trigger settings here. But if your learners are allowed to make changes to their choice, you need to add more actions, otherwise they'll end up with this. Let's go back to trigger 1 and add more actions. We want to hide feedback 2 and 3 when feedback 1 is shown. We do the same with other triggers. Let's test it. I hope you find this video useful. See you next time.